heartland of America. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Pass complete there to Harrison. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Jason Elam for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Elam's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. A check down here to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Running right, Jones. Shifts by at the 15. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Julio Jones from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Play action. Now Richardson sliding out of the pocket. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Off play action. Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd down and a yard.
Here we go.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Eluding the press. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this 1st half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a 2nd wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Richardson out of the shotgun. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Richardson flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Richardson dancing to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But
touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Here we go. Ready.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Richardson off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases him, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Come on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Now he's into the clear again, and he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Sheds off the tackle, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And they're going to get to him.